Hey guys, that's so corny. But hey, my name's River. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, my channel is dedicated towards this body and system. And by system, I mean parts of consciousness within this mind and body. Learning about being multiple, learning about one another, and just coming to terms and all the stages of going from, I guess I can't really say pre-knowing because I wasn't doing YouTube before this, but going from heavy denial, early stages to finding out about one another to coming to accept it, working on a diagnosis, and living life. I don't know what else to say. I just got back from work. I worked an overnight. I'm at a relief job. My dog is really happy to see me, so he's going to be featuring in this video as well. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about was I was going through old videos on this channel, and I was like way more in tune with my system then. Like, I could hear them better in my mind. We switched more. I had more insight to things, like when they were communicating with me, I had more insight into my inner world. I seemed to be just overall farther along in my journey than what I would be now. And some of these videos that I'm talking about were like 8-9 months ago. And I just think it's really strange that for some reason it's like I'm regressing from my progression. I don't know if that works. But yeah, like, I don't understand how I'm farther along in my journey. Yes, I've stabilized, and I wonder if that plays a factor, but I'm farther along in my journey than I ever was, but yet I still, like, cannot seem to have the same understanding of my systemhood that I once had compared to now. So a few videos I wanted to talk about was one, the video where it's, who's in the video, I don't know if I started it, but Brielle's in the video and Carl's in the video. And in the video, Brielle and Carl are externally communicating, like talking out loud to each other, and there's a switch, and like, I couldn't do that to save my life at all right about now. I have no idea, like, confidently when my alters are talking to me, and maybe this is because it was Brielle and Carl and I wasn't a part of the equation, but I have no idea when my alters are talking to me or at me or to each other. And let alone me being able to seamlessly switch from one altar to another. Sorry, if you've never seen, sorry, my dog started shivering, I thought he was cold. If you've never seen any of my videos, the way amnesia works in my, like, mind, my system, we don't have, like, amnesia between each other, separating one another. We have amnesia as a whole. So what seems to be that what one of us can remember, we all can remember, and what anything to do with inside perception, like what my alters are doing now, or what I'm doing when I'm not around, gets lost to us when one of them switch outs again, or I go into the headspace. So like I said, it's just like a generalized amnesia, I would say. So I don't really, I don't even know why I started bringing this up, but yeah, so seamlessly switching between Carl and Brielle, so that we're able to do that and continue on with the video because the way our memory works is that there's not like blackouts between one another or even gray outs for the most part. But let alone, I still cannot seem to switch out so confidently, let alone on camera, and then also be able to, like, it was almost like they were coordinating. I don't remember what happened in the video, but it's like Brielle, either Carl was close by and switched out, or Brielle invited Carl to switch out, and that's what happened. I'm not sure. But yeah, like, I couldn't do that. I can't do that at all right now. And this was like, God, what was that? Like maybe last May? And that period of my life, May 2024, was a very, hey baby, was a very unstable part of my life. One of our trauma holders who split off from her trauma, we believe, because she can't access it anymore, she started funding for the first time, and she brought with her not necessarily trauma memories, but way more concrete and confident behind the abuse happening. And at that time, I was still in heavy denial about one of the types of abuse that I experienced that caused my systemhood. So I was going through a very difficult time in my life. I was experiencing PTSD-S symptoms. You keep shivering. It's not that cold to here. Sorry. PTSD type systems. Baby, come here. Sorry, I'm a little concerned about my dog now. I'm gonna try to keep him warmer. PTSD type symptoms. He might just be whining, actually, now that I think about it. Sorry, I'm distracted. But it was like PTSD-S symptoms for the first time ever. Those have definitely gone away. And yeah, he's not cold. And that's just like one aspect. Like, I remember in another video I was talking about my inner world, and I talked about the junkyard. I like remember, I don't know if I actually remember it or because I watched the video that's how I know about it, but I was like, I don't remember. Like, if I didn't like talk about that, for the most part, I probably would not have been able to naturally recall the fact that I have a junkyard, or believed to be a junkyard, in my inner world. So that's what I mean, where I seem to be more in tune with my internal workings than I am now. Another thing that I talked about was having background chit chatter. Again, it was in the same video. Again, I don't really know if I organically remember this, or me just watching the video is like causing me to have some recollection, or at very least it's just me knowing because I saw the video. I'm not sure. But from what I said in the video, it seems like I always had background noise and like fighting or something. And this is what I mean, like I kind of, like I don't remember experiencing that in the moment, but it's like, yeah, that happened. Like when like I know that like I met my best friend, like yeah, that happened, but like I don't remember it. Like it's a bad example, but I don't know. Like it doesn't, anyways, I've lost, like I feel like I cannot really, let alone, I don't hear actual sounds anymore. It's like wordless thoughts, or like soundless thoughts. Now I'm like, ego distracted me. I can't really think of what else I was gonna say. But yeah, I don't understand how I'm past the year of knowing about my system for the second time around, and more confidently knowing about my system, but yet I seem to have lost most of the initial awareness that I had. So one of the things I want to talk to my doctor about, another thing I wanted to talk about was, no, I'm just blanking now, I'm not sure. I don't want to end the video because I'm in the mood to talk. So, yeah, sorry, I'm like, we're slowly quitting smoking. I need to like put my foot down and be like, hey, we're gonna quit now. But I think I'm coughing up all the phlegm from my lungs. So I had this chronic cough. I also had the flu randomly, like that sucked. But yeah, things are going better now. I still don't seem to understand, though, going back to what I was talking about, how I've like lost progress. And like I think the point was like I've stabilized a bit. Like I stabilized a bit. Shh, it's okay, baby. You wanna come? Okay, I stabilized a bit. And yes, back in like November, and I made videos about this. I actually made a video right after the trauma therapy appointment, but I had my first like trauma memory. It wasn't like, I don't really understand what memories are, like what a vivid memory is. It's just to feel like this, I don't know. But I've never really had memories. It's more like deja vu memories, like a feeling and like an awareness that this has happened before, or this has happened. So I had kind of like that. Plus, like, I described it in one of the videos. It's not like, it's like what I imagining something would be. Like, that's when I see things in my like memories, at least my trauma memories. Like, it kind of works like that for me. So like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's not like I close my eyes and I'm like immersed back in the moment. It's not like that at all. And so that kind of like back in November when I experienced that for the first time, I had a different kind of instability happen. I was like depressed, and I'm just gonna feel his ears to make sure he's not cold. I kept the window open all night, but it's not that cold right now. Yeah, his ears aren't cold, his stomach's not cold, his paws aren't really cold. So sorry, no, I want to be a person, but I'm a dog owner first, I guess. Or I want to be a YouTuber, I should say. Anyways, this is such a distracting video. I don't know what I'm doing. But I never seemed to, like it just felt like a depressive episode. Like it didn't like that like flashback would call it, didn't seem to have the same response as when I initially started, like when Zendaya fronted for the first time back in like May. Destiny, stay away. I gotta pick him up. My cat's right there. He's gonna start barking, and I don't want to refilm this again because I feel like I made pretty good points. No, you're okay. So I just like got really low mood. It was very functioning depression, but I think it was still depression. I also was not on the right meds. I'm back on my good meds now that work for me, so I definitely see a lot of progress with that. But yeah, it was a different kind of like reaction, reaction to the trigger. But ever since then, or at least I look back and I say that's the like moment things really dimmered down, and that's what I think my psychiatrist seconds that idea, and then my therapist was the one who originally thought of, like, who said that to me. So I wonder if that's what's going on. I'm not really sure. I'm a little worried because like my psychiatrist said that because I'm stabilized now is like the perfect time to really explore these trauma memories, because like you don't want to do it when you're unstable because that's dangerous. But I'm gonna sidetrack it. What I want to say is I definitely feel like I've lost a lot of progress. And ever since November, things have definitely taken like an even further step back. So I don't know, I really appreciate all the systems that leave comments. I always feel corny when I'm like, please comment, but like it'd be really helpful because I don't really know any system friends. I guess I could I'm on like the Collective Minds Discord. If anyone knows any other Discords that are good, let me know. I might drop in the Collective Mind Discord. I'll take their channel down below, but I don't get it. Like, I don't know because I don't know enough about DID to know that, like, yes, I know that they say alters have a purpose. I don't want to, like, argue against the leading theoretical theories, but, like, I don't know if I really believe in that. Like, I just feel like my friend is learning a lot about trauma. He's in his master's of social work, and he's learning a lot about trauma and stuff, and he's told me that, like, from what he understands when working with participants and people in the program that he's a part of, like, alters have to play a role, and there's a reason why certain alters are around. I don't know if I believe in that humbo mumbo. I just feel like my mind consciousness split. We all kind of developed. We all kind of live life, and maybe that's because my representation is, like I said, not distinct blackout, so like we all can pull from each other's strengths more readily. But I don't really know. I just don't believe, like, I feel like my alters and myself are each here to serve a purpose. But I don't know, what I meant to say was I don't know if DID is something that is more apparent if you're unstable, and maybe when you stabilize, it kind of, like, relax a bit, kind of. I don't know. It seems like, from what I understand, it's like, he just took my slipper. It seems like, from what I understand, a system will not know about the fact that they're a system, or, like, for the most part, the host or majority or some of the authors won't know, and then they know, and it's like they switch all the time. Like, that's kind of what my understanding is. And I still switch. I switch maybe either, like, at least once or a few times a week, sometimes once a day, sometimes multiple times a day. I do think that a big thing that's also regressed is my awareness and my alters awareness for when we are, like, switching. Sometimes I feel like one of us will be out. Oh, he has my UGG slippers. Oh. One of us will be out, and he's insane. One of us will be out, and like another one will switch, and we won't even realize that has happened. So I wonder if maybe that's going on, and we just kind of lost that internal cue that one of us has switched out. So I'm not really sure, but it doesn't make sense. I need to talk to my psychiatrist, my therapist about this. I see my therapist next Thursday. And my therapist is, like, someone who, like, has a background in like dissociative therapy and stuff, so I really like her. We have good, seems like we're gonna build a good rapport. It seems like she knows what she's doing, so yeah, I was looking back on old videos and I was like, what is going on with this? Why are there so many like more questions now? I don't get it. They're like right here, and I'm like, I don't want excessive barking in this video. So please be warned, if you have headphones on and they're loud, put them down, take them out. This guy could go off at any moment. He's like a bomb. Come here. Yeah, see, I'm gonna end the video here. If anyone has any feedback or ideas for why I'm not, like, I've regressed about my, like, awareness as a system, I'd really appreciate it. I don't really know how long I've been 15 minutes, not bad of a video. Sorry for my dog barking. Thanks for watching, bye.